You're listening to the number one podcast made by two guys 40 plus who always make dual car reservations. I'm telling you, that's the new thing. That's my new public service announcement for anybody that's going to be traveling. Make sure you make two car reservations if you are planning on renting a car.
I think you're onto a new concept here.
Yes.
I think you should double book everything in your life.
Well, you know what?
Because you could go up to a restaurant with a reservation and they may not honor it.
Right. But what I'm saying is, like, even with something like that, you're just putting your credit card down, and if you don't get it, then they don't charge you.
But
so there's really nothing to lose.
But what you're saying, like, oh, the car's not back yet, or like, I mean, you know, how tight are they running? Is it?
Yeah, well, their excuse that they didn't have anything is like people are renting them and then keeping them, like not returning them on time. So I think I should have got a bonus because when I registered like till noon and the car was returned by like 8 o'clock in the morning. So I think I should get money off.
I think it's all nonsense.
What?
I think that it's not that the people are keeping the cars. They're probably understaffed.
Yeah, and they tried to screw me at the place when I went to return the car. Okay, so it's a white car, brand new, like it had like under 2,000 miles on it.
Okay. So
I get there, right, returning, and it's like a row of Dodge Chargers. Okay, of course, remember, during the pandemic, they got all these places sold all their cars.
Right.
Because nobody was traveling. They had no cars. So they sold them,
cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they must have gotten, this is all we could get, just a row of Dodge Chargers.
They'll take whatever they can get.
All right, so what they do is now, like, some guy takes a cell phone and they like film the car. They walk around for damages. I get back there. There's two little black stains on the bumper.
Chips or stains?
Stains.
So you can just wipe them off.
So he goes, we have to fill out a damage report.
Was it really damaged?
We're going to get right to that right after this. So my wife's like, wipe it off. So the guy's like, my wife's like, it's dirt. I'm like, well, I'm not filling out a dent. I'm like, look at the thing. There's nothing. He's like, it's a brand new car. I'm like, do you see a dent? So the guy like barely squeezes the, the Windex on the thing and goes like this, like it's not coming off. I said, give that to me. Little elbow grease. I'm like, it's perfectly clean. Don't try to hustle me. I said don't. I got so pissed.
I would have gotten pissed. That's really like a ridiculous thing to do.
And then my wife says to me after, you know what? That's your perfect job because you could be such a dick that you yell at everybody.
But you know what? He probably gets paid based on
finding damage.
Like 20. Maybe he gets like he charges you. He gets 20% of whatever.
And you have to put down a $200 security deposit to make sure you return the car. And she's like, that's where they're going to get you. Thank God, because you return the car, you don't go in, you don't sign anything. Quote the damage. Like an hour later, I got an email with the receipt. Mm-hmm. All good. You'll have your $200 deposit back. No damages. I thought they would keep it because of the damage of the car, which it was just dirt.
It was dirt.
Dirt.
I don't even know how they.
Right.
I hate when people do that.
Yeah, it's just like, you know what? Don't you want me to come back? Don't you want me to be a satisfied customer? Like piss me off like this?
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
So then, all right. So getting back. So we go, we finish the whole thing with DJ Woo Kid, the All Out show. And we're in LA. And he invites us, Eric and I. I got invited. I want to make it official.
Okay.
All right. My wife didn't believe me. To Snoop Dogg performing on Friday night.
Performing like in a concert? Or?
No, it's like in a venue. It was... he was DJ Woo Kid was DJing, and then Snoop Dogg was coming on.
Really?
So you guys got to come, comp this and that. So I tell I get back. My wife, I think she was a little pissed that I was at the radio station for like 3 hours. But you know what? Look, we're in California. You went to Rodeo Drive with the kids.
It's a cool experience.
We're together.
Yeah,
I mean, it's 24/7 for 6 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. It gets to be a lot after a while.
Especially for you, because like when you go to Florida, you have your routine and like
I get in, I get out. This was like quality family time for a long period of time.
Yeah.
In a city you don't know, adjoining rooms.
Did they fly commercial and you flew private?
No. I'm not one of those. You ever meet those people where they're like, we have to fly separate because we're too important.
We're too important.
God forbid the plane goes down. One of us has to survive.
Love those.
Yeah,
those best.
Yeah, I'm not that worthy. I'm not worthy. We suck. Yeah, I'm a peon. I even fly, in the back. So where the animals and all the hay is, that's where I am sitting. Not in first class. So I think she was a little upset after the thing. I was starving. Thank God. But Pink's Hot Dogs, which is a famous hot dog place, it was like 3 blocks away. I wanted to eat there. So I got most of my places that I wanted to go. To burger? Eat. Yeah, doubled it. Doubled.
Okay.
I went second time. I went double, no cheese, lacto, animal style.
What's animal style?
Oh, they put on like extra sauce and mustard and onions.
They loaded up.
Yeah, they loaded up good.
Did you eat that in the car? Or
No, we actually ate at the In-N-Out Burger inside. Well, one time we ate.
Don't you eat outside, really? An In-N-Out Burger?
No, there's inside and outside.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, so one place that had outside seating, we sat there, and then
we don't really have an In-N-Out Burger. Actually.
They can't do it.
Why?
The story or the excuse is that all their burger meat is processed or made has to be within a certain distance from where they distribute the meat.
So outside of California...
Yeah, there's very few. There's like a couple in other states. But,
which means that they're making the meat in those states.
Right. And they can't do it out here in the East.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh, no.
That's interesting.
So anyway, I get back.
Because I would enjoy In-N-Out. I would like that.
So I get back. She picks me up. How'd it go? I'm like, you know what? Remember, this was being radio was like my thing. Went to college for
look what we're doing now.
Look what we're doing now, and I'm like, it was a little. It's exciting to go.
Yeah, it's a cool thing.
Right, it's a cool thing. How often do you go on? Do you get to sit in the booth and do this? And it was a really cool interview, and it was like it was. I'm out here, and it added to the trip.
Yeah,
not just doing the regular.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, not just doing the regular touristy things. So I said I got invited to Snoop Dogg's on Friday.
To the concert.
It's like, what?
I'm like, show.
Yeah, Eric and I got invited to DJ Woo Kid. She's like, what the not her demo, obviously. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, no, I got invited. She didn't believe me. She's like, why would you go? She didn't believe me. She's like,
why would you lie?
I know. I'm like, she's like, no, you weren't.
I mean, if everything in life to lie about, I don't think you're going to lie about being invited to a Snoop show.
Right. So my kids don't believe. So Eric we go to the gym the next day, and he tells them that, that we were invited, that he backed it up. Yeah. I didn't say anything. And he tells the kid, Dad, you got to go. I'm like, I'm not going to San Diego on Friday night, and I'm leaving the next day. And you know what my said wife's response to me was, of me going? Why would they want their white accountant there? that's what she said to me. Why would they want their accountant there? I don't know.
It's
that's what she said.
But you never got to see him.
No, I thought about it. She's like, why don't you just go? I'm like, I was saying I won't go. I was pushing to go.
What kind of a venue was this?
It was a small venue. It would have been awesome. I mean, but I was leaving the next day. It was like a 2-hour ride to San Diego. It was
what it would have been?
Like if it was,
I thought it was local.
No, like if it was in LA, like definitely 100%. Sorry, honey. I'll take you out for a nice dinner when we get back. You know?
That's.
But right,
you should have called Snoop and said, "Could you bring it in?"
After I made fun of his cornrows, a couple of episodes ago, I don't think that's going to happen. But
could you imagine?
My kids like.
Could you imagine if he's like the demographic from California that listens to us?
I don't think so.
That would
have been great.
Yeah, man. I don't think so. Show. Why do you have to go there? That's not right. Calls you out, writes a whole song about you.
Yeah, but I gotta tell you, I really like. I mean, I really like California.
You could have literally reignited the East Coast West Coast battle.
I know. I've been thinking. I've been thinking about that, but in a different sense, because you have. I felt bad for Eric Kelly.
Why?
Okay, so I'm out there, right? You got your East Coast fighters, you got your East Coast gyms, your West Coast gyms,
right? Yep, I get that.
And, and I'm thinking about it. It's like, the days where they had, you had the battle between, the East Coast rappers and the West Coast rappers. And Eric's got his gym, and I went, I trained at Churchill, and I'm representing South Box.
Did you have a South Box?
Yeah, I wore my, I had a South Box. I like to train in a sweatshirt, so I'm wearing a South Box sweatshirt. And I'm like, I'm the one out on the West Coast representing his gym. Okay? And to me, this is like sending Weird Al Yankovic out to the West Coast to represent East Coast hip hop.
Yeah, I've heard Eric speak about your boxing style.
Right.
And
this is what he's bringing out
the shirt off?
No.
He let you keep it on.
I kept it on the whole time. Yeah.
Because I know he would absolutely say, no, you got to take that off. You can't be.
No. He made me buy it. Well, I bought it, like a week before I left so I could wear it when I worked out to represent.
All right.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm like, this is what we're sending. I feel bad for you, man.
Wait. Does he have one of our shirts?
Yeah.
Does he wear our shirts?
I don't think he has the shirt. He's the one, remember... He has the sweatshirt, the original sweatshirt that we came out with.
Oh, that's
the selfie sweatshirt.
Oh, come on, we got to get him something better than that.
All right, so next time that,
yeah,
but we do have to give him that for the shout out.
Yeah, that's that's first sweatshirt.
Okay. All right, so
that was the first. That was a limited and only edition.
Limited only. He's the only one out. I think I threw mine out. I don't even know where it is.
Everybody used to look at it.
I think I wore it like twice, and my wife was so embarrassed that she did the laundry and it never made it back in my closet.
Wait. What was the saying on it? It was we don't take selfies with bankers.
Yeah.
It's like, what does that mean?
We've come a long way since then. Not much. That was a great line, though.
Speaking of that, we should be hearing from
who?
Our attorney about shouldn't we begin finalized on the?
Oh man, yeah.
On the
so nobody can steal our rights anymore.
Right. Oh well, they can't anymore. No, that's stuff.
No, the courts are moving very slowly.
Yeah.
Because I have another patent, another thing in.
Oh, you've got another?
Yeah.
Not for the show, though.
No, a different logo issue.
No.
Yeah, I can't talk about that.
Oh, well,
Yeah. But that was just bad. But yeah, but I got to tell you, this was my second time in California. And you know what? I really like the LA lifestyle.
What do you think about those houses that live on the cliffs? That's
awesome.
They're awesome, but wouldn't you be nervous to live there?
Yeah, you driving around, and we were trying to figure it out because they don't have like a lot of these like retaining walls. Some of them, some of them do, some of them don't. And you're like, okay, a little rain, there it goes.
And if you look at the house, like, did you drive on the Pacific Coast Highway at all?
Yeah, we went up to Malibu.
Right. So if you look on the side of the mountain, you can see where the water drains in the mountain. And you're like, these houses are ready to fall down.
I know. Well, I have the same drainage issues in my backyard.
Yeah, and look at what you have to do.
I know.
They just throw a house up and charge $10 million.
We decided, okay, we blindly went up, like the hill, the Hollywood
just to
Hills.
Check it out.
I've been up there before, but I wanted, and it's amazing that there aren't more accidents because the roads are so narrow.
Yeah.
And there's just construction everywhere. It's like every other turn. First of all, you can barely turn. Every turn is a blind turn. and there was just like all of a sudden you see like a construction truck, like 3, parked.
But did you ever notice on?
I don't know how the hell they get the stuff up there. But the views were amazing.
You know how I am with the cars and watching the car reviews and everything. A lot of them are done with people going up the winding roads in California with their sports cars or motorcycles.
Right.
And that's what they're doing it on. They're doing it on those roads up, and they're laying into the turns, and they're going in it blindly, like over,
But you couldn't go into, what I'm saying is the turns were so tight, you had to slow down. You can't take a turn. You have to.
Did you see any like motorcycles on those roads or anything like that?
1 or 2.
Were they like sport bikes like going at it hard or?
No, you couldn't. No, I'm telling you, it was so windy and so narrow that you couldn't. But these people live right on top of each other. But the white box, how modern thing.
Yeah.
And they were awesome, and the views are just spectacular.
They're unbelievable.
Yeah.
And aren't there a couple of houses that are like literally like just on pillars in the water?
Those? Oh, you mean in Malibu?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are right on the beach.
But I don't think they're on the beach. I just think they're sitting on water.
Yeah, well, it depends what part of the beach you're on. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
we walked the beach in Malibu.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was cold when we were there. It was 80 degrees the week before, and then it was cold when we were there. It was like in the 50s. It got into the 40s at night. Went to SoFi.
Oh, yeah.
Stadium. Incredible.
Viper Room?
No, we didn't do the Viper Room. But I got jealous every time I saw Whiskey A Go-Go.
Yeah.
Because the Doors played there.
Oh, well,
they're my favorite group.
They're big Doors, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they were fun. But you drive around, you see all the famous places.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see the Viper Room, Sunset, the Laugh Factory.
Yeah.
Never made it there.
I'm surprised you didn't. Yeah.
I didn't perform there. No, I never made it to the Laugh Factory.
Did they know that you were out west, or you didn't even tell them?
I'm a retired comedian. I don't do that anymore.
Do you get like a pension for that or something?
Nothing.
No benefits?
Nothing.
Health insurance for life?
And then, the homeless problem out there.
Well, there's a homeless problem in a lot of major cities.
Yeah. It's different out there. They have different homeless than we have homeless.
Basically like Fletch homeless? Like, you remember popping down the beach?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. You see, our homeless are, both of them have mental health problems. But there's East Coast mental health problems and West Coast mental health problems.
How did you come up with that one?
Because the homeless in New York City are throwing people onto the trains.
Okay.
They're violent.
So the homeless people in California are friendly.
Well, they're not. No, I wouldn't say friendly. They're on 2 different kind of drugs. Whatever's going on the East is violent, whereas the West Coast homeless, they're more burned out. It's like a guy from the 60s that, they have their problem, but it's like a guy from the 60s that hasn't gotten out of the 60s yet, who smoked way too much weed.
But they're not violent.
No, they're not no, they're more, I could say, burnout kind of homeless than our mental health homeless.
Yeah, I got to tell you, around here, it's the violence. It's been a little bizarre. You saw that subway incident one where a guy took the feces and rubbed it on the woman's head.
Right. That's not happening out there.
Well, there's also no subway right there.
No, but so it's a very different. That's what I'm saying. The vibe of the homeless is very different.
So would you ever live in California?
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I would. Yes, if it wasn't so high taxed. I like LA. I like LA better than I do Florida.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I always wondered where else I would live.
Here. Give you an example. So we're in Venice. My kids, we go to the skate park, so they can watch all the real skaters.
Did you go to Muscle Beach?
It's closed for COVID.
Really?
Yeah. We went to look at it. It's all gated off. Yeah, they got fenced off. It's all fenced off.
But is there a gym there?
Yeah, there's a legit gym on the beach.
Okay, and can you work out there if you're a member?
I don't know what the deal is, but you're not working out there.
You can't just come and visit and.
I don't know what the deal is, but you're not big enough. I know what you're saying. I know. I look at you, but I'm sorry.
Yeah. You never know. I wear big clothing.
Yeah, but my son went to use the public restroom in Venice Beach. He comes back. There's a guy, I think he's living in the toilet in the stall.
In the stall?
Yeah, guy was like sleeping in the stall. Yeah, and then they have some encampments here and there. Like when you get off the highway, you see some of it. It's not as, they make it out. I think the media makes it out worse. It's bad, but not, I think the media makes it out worse than it is. But it's still a major problem.
Is it amazing how different the beaches are out there than they are here?
Yeah,
like they've got those permanent lifeguard structures out there, and it's like
you're looking for Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, you're literally looking.
They don't. You know what it is? They don't have the weather we have.
No, they just have earthquakes.
Right, but they don't have the snow, the rain, the sleet. They don't go through. It's much worse out here. Our roads are worse.
But California is huge. Yeah. I mean, from north to south,
right? It's
a different climate.
Yeah, but you're just talking about the beaches in Southern California because Southern California is not the same as Northern California.
No, not even close.
I've been up there too. Yeah. I was talking to somebody the other day. They said there's no way you can go to San Francisco.
No,
homeless up there. They're violent.
They're violent.
Yeah, the L.A. Santa Monica, Venice. Not violent. Not as violent, but I didn't see. I was pretty okay. They live in their tents. They come out. They do whatever and go back.
Well, I bet you, the homeless population. I bet you the weather has a lot to do with it. I mean, God. I mean, I feel hard. I mean, you feel horrible when you see people like in New York City and it's like freezing, and like they're laying on grates and like they have nowhere to go.
At least out there they have like tents.
Like you can survive. Like here, I don't know how.
Because they make a little house. You can't do that here.
No, right? They actually make like a structure.
Yeah, you can't have that. So what happened to the? Now that I talk about California for an hour,
my bloody knuckles.
Yeah, what happened? Who'd you punch?
Well,
here comes the story.
Do you think
it looked cool? Yeah,
I mean, do you think it looks like a fight or what?
It looks like
So, I went to play tennis. Indoors.
Wait. Tennis is not about. I mean, that's a pulled hamstring, maybe a blown out knee.
No. So, my daughter and wife were going to play tennis, and they said, "Well, why don't you come?"
Okay.
I said, "Okay, great." And my daughter actually took a lesson. So they said, "Well,
innocent,
right? So why don't you play with us?" So I haven't played tennis. I used to play in high school.
Right.
I haven't played in a really long time. So I got out there and I felt like really good. I was hitting the ball nicely, and it was fun.
What's the tension that your racket was strung up at?
I always go in the high 50s, like 57, 59. Wow. And I just had it strung too.
Ooh.
Because my daughter's been playing, so I want to be able to go out there and hit with her, and I want to have. So
how old's the racket?
The racket's actually, might be 15 years old, but it looks like a brand new racket.
Oh, so it's the new style, not the old style.
No, it's a real racket.
You got the new aerodynamic. Yeah. I wasn't sure if you're going with the Wilson Pro staff.
No. This was
the Prince Pro. 110. 95 or 110.
No, I started with the 110.
Oh, you went big head.
Yeah, that was phenomenal. And so we're playing like little tournaments. We're getting we're getting the balls fed to us from the instructor, and so we're playing a game. So eventually it was my turn to be single,
right?
And they were both doubled on the other court. So I was really playing hard. It was like a great workout. So the ball went all the way into the back corner of the court, and I ran it down. I make the shot.
Through the legs? The old Yannick Noah through the legs?
I mean, it was that type of a shot,
right?
But I hit it normally, back over. And then whoever returned it, was either my wife or my daughter, hit it just over the net. Like, it was just a soft shot.
Did you dive?
Yes.
What the hell are you doing? Are we talking? Wait. Is this is indoor?
Indoors.
So it's not. Is it concrete or clay?
Clay.
Oh, what the hell are you thinking, man?
What is it? Hard True?
Hard True. It's the green clay.
Okay, yeah. So what happened was, I went full speed from the back corner to the net.
Okay.
And the tennis pro who was standing there, she said she knew I was going to go down. She hot?
Yeah.
She said, tennis,
Okay.
Good shape, looks good.
How old?
I didn't ask her age.
Approximately.
40?
All right.
So anyway, but she's she's been working with my daughter for, so anyway. So I
mean,
go to
are you
stretch
saying
it.
to your wife now, are you volunteering to take your daughter to the...
I've taken her before. I just never played there. Yeah, no.
All right.
So,
Just making sure.
Yeah. So I went to stretch and get the shot. And, when I used to play tennis, I used to be a lot thinner, nimbler,
Younger.
lighter. You forget that, like, especially on that hard true, like, you slide.
Yeah. You got to know how to use the slide.
So I went down and did a full roll. And I popped right back up. But you think, like, that's it? I've also got...
Oh, my God. And there's a knot on the leg. Oh, Jesus.
I have, like... It looks like road rash.
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
That's tennis players don't eat. You know what? That's the old Boris Becker injuries.
Yeah, but nothing hurt me here. I'm pulling up here.
Oh my God!
I might post this picture. I was waiting to show this to you in person.
Yeah,
because I knew you would.
So that while I'm sunning myself in California,
here's what my hand looked like when we came home.
Oh, there's no skin left.
No,
is that bone?
No, it didn't go
Cartilage?
to the bone.
Oh.
Yeah, that was...
I feel bad. I'm out,
But I have to tell you...
I'm out at Sirius XM Satellite Radio, DJ Woo Kid, on the All Out show, and here you are.
But you know what? It was the most fun I've had in a long time.
And when you're getting back on the court? That's the question.
I went to the gym the next day.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, no, I didn't stop. I didn't get injured.
Right.
I just was bleeding in a
so
brutal fight.
Are we adding are we going to add tennis now to our golf tournament, aging and mature, should we add this now?
We can.
We can have all the country club sports.
I don't like referring to it as
by the way,
sports.
But I flew in Saturday night, 10 o'clock the next morning, golf lesson.
You going back?
Killing it. I'm not telling you.
I am not going to pick up a club until we go out there.
Okay, we are doing this.
Of course we are.
All right, fine.
I'm
taking my Costco Pro V1 balls.
By all means. I'm taking my range balls.
Okay, there we go.
I am so ready for this. I'm not. I don't even need to practice.
All right. Well, we'll see how well your balls do. You're on the next episode. Golf balls. On the next episode of Aging and Maturely, you can catch us at therealagingandmaturely.com. And that's going to do it for today's episode of Aging and Maturely. If you have a product that you would like to discuss on air, please email us at agingandmaturely@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Aging and Maturely.